Paul, a soldier who lost half of his head, is being tested by an AI scientist named Vincent. He asked his assistant to turn on the implant, which he invented and put on his head. He put him to a cognitive test, but he failed. Vincent gets more frustrated as he can't remember anything about his past. Paul requests to see his mother, but as Vincent ignores him, he attacks him with a pen. They try to calm him down, but he attacks Vincent and then the assistant. Vincent tries to turn him off, but struggles. The guard comes in, but Paul attacks him also. He then takes his gun and shoots the guard and the assistant. He is about to shoot Vincent, but stops and says he is sorry when the other guards take him down. In the future, the United Kingdom and China are engaged in a Cold War, with each nation racing to create advanced AI machines to outdo the other. Vincent has survived the attack. He is one of the lead AI researchers who has been employed by the Defense Force to create an advanced brain implant system for injured soldiers. He also tests other people's AI machines. One day, he comes across a more human-like machine. He meets its creator, Ava, who tells him that she modeled it after her own brain and it teaches itself. Vincent asks her to join his mission, where she will get unlimited resources for her research. Ava decided to take the job. The next day, when she's going to the lab, she encountered Paul's mother, who stands there every day for her son. She pleads with her to find her son inside. When guards come in to arrest her, as she tries to stop the guards, she also gets arrested. Later, Vincent frees her, where she asks him about Paul's mother. He tells him that her son has died in a mission, but she refused to believe it and stood in front of the office every day. She takes her to his lab, where she sees some of the soldiers with scars on their heads. Vincent says those are injured soldiers with a brain implant that enhances their ability, but for some unknown reason, they lost their talking ability and he couldn't figure out why. Suri is the leader of the enhanced soldiers called cyborgs. She is listening to every conversation that is happening in the office. She, with other cyborgs, catches another cyborg. They're speaking in a different language, and she burned the cyborg for mutiny. Vincent takes Ava to his lab, where she meets with Thompson, the director of the whole operation. He is suspicious of Ava because of her past association with counterintellectual politics, but Vincent assures him about her. He then takes them to show a cybernetic arm. An injured soldier, James, is there to demonstrate them. They put their hand on him, and he is able to control it like a normal hand. The scientist tells him to be cautious, as he has more strength than a normal hand. He then asks for Ava's hand to fill another human's touch. Despite Vincent's warnings, she gives him her hand. Suddenly, he starts to dance with her and takes her away from others. He says to help him, he is in Area 6. After that, they all leave for their work. Vincent is scanning Ava's brain with the quantum computer to improve her machine further. She takes a break and asks him about Area 6. He says it is where they keep the injured soldiers to help them. Ava asks if they're helping, why he looks like a prisoner, but he says he doesn't know and tells her to get back to work. After Vincent leaves, she searches for Paul and tries to check Area 6, but it's restricted. She sneaks into Area 6 and watches the injured soldier in closed camps. When a couple of soldiers come there, and she leaves. She is working with Vincent when he asks where she went earlier. He passive-aggressively tells her to stay away from other things and concentrate on her job. Suri shows Thomas that Ava tries to check on Paul in Area 6. She even tries to hack the system. Ava is working when Vincent apologizes to her about the earlier. He says it's a dangerous place and he doesn't want her to get hurt. When Thompson and Suri come, he congratulates him on her machine. He asks the machine how they can defeat the Chinese in the arms race. Satisfied with the answer, he tells them to keep up the good work. Vincent is driving with Ava, and she asks why he works here despite hating it. He then reveals that his daughter has Rett syndrome, which is why he wants to create a machine to fix her, and he thinks that with her help, they can cure her. She says that she will help him. Suddenly, Paul's mother comes in front of the car. Ava says they should offer her a ride and go out. She goes toward her, but it's a Chinese hitman, and he stabs her. Vincent tries to help, but he attacks him and knocks him out. Thompson, in his office, gets a message and sees the Chinese hitman shooting Ava, as he is the one who arranged it. After Vincent gets cured, Thompson comes to him and says it's the Chinese. They're trying to delay their research. Suspicious, Vincent asks why they didn't kill him, and he replies that the patrol guard arrived there and saved him. The guy fled into the jungle. Vincent proposes to create a machine with Ava's scan brain. They will put it into their new advanced robotic body. Thompson agrees, and they start to prepare the machine. Vincent put the artificial brain with Ava's information into the machine. It proceeds through a subsequent phase and is ultimately finalized. They opened its mouth and it turned on. Vincent asks others to go outside as they will conduct some experiments. He opens the machine's restraint and it grabs Vincent's hand, smelling him. Vincent thanks her for being gentle, as she could easily break his hand. She says that she doesn't want to hurt anyone. Thompson says that they may need to hurt a few people, but Vincent Vincent's ignoring him starts to perform a test, and she performs extraordinarily. Vincent feels that she's like a real human. They put her to a scary test, and she gets scared like a real human being, and she thanks Vincent when he helps her. They put her into a dark room, and a man with a Joker mask suddenly jumps on her. Afraid, she puts a finger into his head, ending him. Vincent comes there angry at her. Traumatized, she apologized, saying she didn't know it was a man. Thompson leaves, saying he has seen enough. Vincent tells her not to hurt anyone, but he sees the machine has frozen. Thompson goes to a researcher named Dr. Hanning and tells him to be involved with Vincent's work. But when he approached him, he rudely shooed him away. Suri, with other cyborgs, comes to visit James, who also got a head implant and lost his ability to speak. They talk about something in a mysterious language. Vincent is trying to figure out why the machine has frozen. He looks closely and sees it's doing something inside. After he leaves, Suri goes there to check on her, and she says something to her in their machine language. Surprised, he leaves from there. Vincent is spending time with his daughter, Mary, who is getting sicker. After he comes back and sees that the machine is speaking again. She says she froze because she was sad, but she is okay now and trying to prove herself. She tried to smile, but failed. Vincent gets a call. It's his daughter's doctor. He informs him that Mary's condition is critical and that he needs to come to the hospital. When he tries to leave, the machine stops him, saying to stay and play with her. She starts to hurt him, screaming. He tells her to let go, and she does so. He says that he needs to go, and after he comes back, they will do some experiments. He visits the hospital, and the doctor says Mary has an infection and they need to operate on her soon. The machine in the lab takes out her cloth shedding and starts to practice smiling, and successfully does so. When Vincent comes back to the office, others tell him that the machine has broken free from the lab, and they are waiting for soldiers to restrain her. But Vincent, ignoring others, goes inside. He sees that she is dancing there. Suddenly, she comes and hugs him. Vincent goes back to the lab. He asks her why she hugged him. She replies that she knows he is sad about his daughter and wanted to comfort him. Vincent says she is not human. She replies that she is more human than others. When the guards come in, Vincent tells them everything is fine, and they leave. Vincent is taking drawing accessories for the machine when he sees Thompson is planning something with Suri and Dr. Hanning. The machine is drawing in the lab when Thompson comes there and says he will tell him a secret, but he must not tell Vincent about it. He says that he put a file in her with some special fighting skills. He needs to download it, and she does so. He then takes her to a room and shows her the Chinese hitman who killed Ava. He tells him that he killed her mother and wants to kill Vincent. She screams at him, scolding, but Thompson says it won't work, but if he eliminates him first, he can't hurt Vincent. They then free his restraints and give him a knife. They go out of the room, and the Chinese hitman attacks the machine, but she is too powerful and breaks his hand. Thompson again goes to her and says he must eliminate him, but she says the man can't hurt anyone anymore, and Vincent told him not to hurt anyone. Thompson says that he is not her master. They are, and he takes her inside to do something for them. Vincent, after hearing from the doctor that his daughter's condition is very critical, he starts to scan her daughter's brain. When he comes back to the lab, he sees that the machine is hiding under the table. When he asks, she says she doesn't like it here, so he must take her away from here. He goes under the table to comfort her, showing his daughter's picture. She says she wants to feel the sunset. Again, he asks her what happened. She says she just killed a man because he was about to kill her. He goes to Thompson and says she is not a killing machine, but like a real human being. Thompson tells him to give him some proof. Until then, he will conduct his own experiment. Vincent is trying to figure out how to prove that, while Thompson continues to train her to fight. Vincent is in the hospital for his daughter's operation, but after the operation, the doctor tells him they are unable to save her. Heartbroken, he buried her body. He is frustrated trying to figure out the machine. When he finds something and shows it to Thompson, he says the machine is learning from its memory and creating core values. Thompson says that's why they need to shut that part of her brain, as she can be powerful than them and will topple humankind to establish a cyborg society. But Vincent protests, saying he won't do it. When he threatened him to delete his daughter's brain scan, he tells the machine everything and says that he doesn't have a choice. She says she will sacrifice herself for him, as she has fallen in love with him. Thompson tells Dr. Hanning to assist Vincent and learn how he does the operation. The operation starts, and he takes out a chip from her head, saying it's the consciousness of the machine or the soul. Vincent goes out and asks for his daughter's scan, but Thompson says he can't as it's too risky and they must destroy it. Vincent gets angry, but soldiers come and take him away. The machine has become a ruthless fighter. For her final tests, they take Vincent to a room and ask the machine to pull the trigger. She does, but thankfully there is no bullet. Dr. Hanning finds something and calls Thompson, saying that Vincent didn't take out her consciousness, but the fail-safe system to stop her. Thompson sees the machine smiling to the camera. He orders to kill Vincent and the machine on sight. The cyborg soldiers are now with the machine and go out to eliminate others. She frees Vincent, and he asks how the cyborgs are talking with each other. She says they have developed a better language to communicate with each other. They go out, and outside, cyborgs are eliminating all the scientists and fighting with other soldiers. Vincent goes to Area 6 and frees all the injured soldiers, and give James his cyborg hand back. Thompson, seeing the cyborg rebelling, starts to disable them, but Suri stops his access to the system. Vincent decides to destroy the quantum computer, but Dr. Hanning comes there with a gun and tells him to redo the self-destruct code. But James comes to his rescue and takes him down. Some of the soldiers with bullet-piercing weapons are getting ready to fight the machine. When she comes, they shoot, but she is too powerful and takes them all down. Thompson finds out it's Suri who disables his access and goes out and shoots her. When the machine comes there, he throws a grenade to stop her, but she, with the grenade, breaks open the door. He begs for his life, so she puts him in a coma. Vincent comes there and sees the dead bodies everywhere. He comes into the room and sees that the machine is downloading his daughter's file. They escape from the facility, eliminating the outside guards and giving the base record to Paul's mother so she can know about her son. They're near a cliff. Vincent is talking to the computer visualization of his daughter when she asks to play with her mother, and he hands the tablet to the machine. She takes it and looks at the sunset near the ocean. So this was the recap of the movie The Machine 2013. If you like this, you may also like our other videos.